Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going to be previewing probably Hull City's hardest home fixture of the season as we take on, well, league leaders at the minute, Burnley. And yeah, so let's waste no time and let's get straight into things.
Did my time, took my chances. Went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. So many times, it happens too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive.
So yes guys, now I'm going to show you the stats. Well, I say stats, I mean head-to-heads from the last few games between two clubs, and of course the table positions of the two teams as well. Let's get them on screen for you right now. So yes guys, now you've seen all them, I'm going to give you my thoughts going into the game from a Hull City side of things. And yeah, sorry if you can hear that, it's wind. But yeah. Anyway, Burnley, top of the league. They're a great side. Vincent Kompany has really turned things around there. We've got some very good players. And yeah, this is probably our hardest fixture at home, and we come into this home fixture 7 unbeaten at home. And we managed to win on Sky last week. Against West Brom. Pretty sure this game's on Sky as well, so hopefully we can make it 2 from 2 after not winning one for ages, it seems. But yeah, I think the only injury thing is Benjamin Tete, who we don't know how long he's going to be out for. He pulled up after 20 minutes, hamstring injury. But yeah, which is a shame because he was doing very, very well since he's come back from his injury in the first place, and he got a red card, and he's just come back from that, and yeah, he's got another injury. So, be a shame to see him out. But saying that, we do have the options of Oscar, of course, scoring his 13th for the season against Coventry, who he loves playing, by the way. 4 goals in, the home game and the away game. We've got Aliar Sidemesh back as well. We've got who else? Yeah, we've got some attacking options like Adama Traore, Abioui, Ozan Tufan, who obviously scored at your place when we drew 1-1 under Shota Arveladze. And yeah, I don't know how we got a point when we was playing under Shota, because Rossini definitely done miles better than Shota. And yeah, we don't concede as many now, which is a good thing. But that could change because Burnley do have some very, very, very good attacking players, ones who can put the ball in the net. And yeah, I think this will be one of our hardest games of the season. Against Burnley, we'll be lucky to keep the ball from going into the back of the net because Burnley, they do play a good style of football. And yeah, as you probably tell by me waffling on, now time for my score prediction. And yeah, I am usually positive for the Hull City side of things, but for this game, I don't see it being positive. But I do see it being close. I'm going to say a 2-1 Burnley win, because Burnley always seem to be our bogey team, coming into, but it's always Hull versus Burnley, and Burnley always seem to win. So hopefully we can change that at the MKM Stadium on Wednesday night. But yeah, now let's go to opposition thoughts. So for opposition thoughts, we have a Burnley fan from Turfcast. So yeah, here they are to give their thoughts on the Burnley side going into this game.
Hello, Joe Evan here from the Burnley podcast and YouTube channel Turfcast. Just giving my thoughts ahead of Burnley's trip to Hull this week. Obviously been very impressive Burnley season so far. Top of the league. miles clear. I think it's 13 points now we're clear of Sheffield United in second and 17 points clear of Middlesbrough in third. So yeah, it's obviously been a very, very good season. Started a little slowly. The draw at home to Hull is one game I always look back on and say, yeah, you can kind of see that we weren't just quite clicking at that stage. Although Hull played well, I think, to be fair, in that game. We drew at home to Stoke as well and Luton. Just games that I think now we would have won. At Blackpool as well. So we did have a slowish start, but just before the World Cup we really started coming into our own. Did lose at Bramall Lane, quite convincingly actually, 5-2, and I think we learnt a lot about ourselves in that game because there was quite a lot of mistakes at the back, quite a lot of weaknesses being exposed, and I think we worked on them and ended up getting better because of it. So I think it ended up being a good defeat for us, and then the week after that we smashed Blackburn at home, which was very, very enjoyable, and then went on to win 10 games in a row after the World Cup. So yeah, we clicked after we played you earlier in the season, but around November time, and then just been an absolute juggernaut in the league, let's be honest, since then. A couple of frustrating results recently, but not frustrating in the terms of losses, because obviously we've only lost twice all season and not lost since that Sheffield United game at Bramall Lane, which was in November. But we have drawn at Blackpool, which was frustrating, and there was another draw in there as well, which I can't quite remember off the top of my head, Millwall, where we were winning, and we just didn't hang on long enough. It's a difficult place to go with Millwall, so I wasn't too annoyed with the result, just the manner of it and the fact that we were just a few minutes away from winning the game. But if that's as bad as it gets, that just shows how good the season is, doesn't it? A couple of draws, and I'm saying, a bit, it's not really a blip, but sort of like frustrating results. So we should have been further in front, if I'm being honest with you, if it wasn't for the slow start earlier in the season and the couple of results I've just mentioned. But we have had a few injuries recently. I think it's, I'm going to say a good time to play Burnley, but I don't think it is because Martson's back. But we have had quite a few injuries recently. I know Hull have had their issues with injuries, so you'll obviously be able to relate to this. But we've had quite a few first teamers out. Taylor Harewood-Bellis is injured and still is. He won't be playing this week. Jack Cork's been injured and suspended. I guess suspended a lot was Jack. Martson's been injured with a shoulder injury, but he is back now. Just trying to think off the top of my head who else. There's Benson, but he's been out for a while. Ekdal picked up a knock, I think, at some point. Gudmundsson, he's been in and out of the team really, not through injuries so much, but he's always been an injury-prone player as Gudmundsson, so he's protected a lot. So yeah, it's been a time where we have had quite a few injuries, but we're still not lost. So it just shows the strength in depth that we have at the minute, and the job that Vincent Kompany has done. Just focusing on Hull a little bit. I've been quietly surprised with Hull, if I'm being honest with you, this season. I know you had a very slow start, and when I saw the slow start, I was expecting you to be thereabouts of relegation, maybe just get out of it by the skin of your teeth. But under the new manager, you've slowly improved, and I think the playoffs will be too much for you this season, but it's probably something that you can look forward to next season. But yeah, thanks for asking me to come on the show and give my thoughts ahead of this week's game. If you do want to give me some views or some listens and check out my content, just search Turfcast Podcast or pretty much anything, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, even TikTok. But thanks for having me on.
So yeah, thank you for a member of Turfcast for coming on the channel. I really do appreciate it. If any Burnley fans watching this are going to the game, please have a safe travel. Obviously the weather's not great at the minute, but it never is in the UK and never in Hull anyway. But yeah, have a safe trip, and yeah, that is the preview video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, comment your score predictions, and then most of them probably be Burnley wins, but hey ho, I still want to hear your predictions, and subscribe if you are new. We have over 300, so I really do appreciate that, guys. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I've been Ken Webster, and I'll see you all later. Peace.